Hey, this is a response video to Professor Skye's video about the Black Country Road snow globes, and you seem to not be sure what the lyrics were about, so I'm pretty sure, I think I can help you out here. So on the left we have King Henry VIII, famous for the Reformation, the English Reformation, and on the right is his first wife, Catherine. Is it Catherine? Yeah, it is Catherine. Nice. And then I have the face of the lead singer of Black Country Road. So next slide. This is Catherine, his first wife, King Henry's first wife, and I believe the song is sung from her perspective at the time when King Henry is talking about getting their marriage annulled, and then Pope, I forget his name. I don't think it's Pope Ignatius. I could check. It's not even worth it. The Pope of the Catholic Church is saying that he can't get the marriage annulled, so Henry's going to leave, right? And then Catherine's singing to him, "We must let the clamp do what the clamp does best," which is she's saying, leave it up to the Catholic Church. We should, ride the marriage out. And she also knows of his infidelity with Anne Boleyn. Forgive me, Brits, I don't know how to say her name. I know you're coming home, Henry, just tell me when, right? She knows he's out and about with Anne. Alright, this is the leaving the church section. I apologize, it's a little cluttered. I was just trying to make this quickly. I gotta dip soon. Catherine says to Henry, excuse me. That's a funny looking shrine on your bedroom wall. Well, I'm sorry, Henry. He doesn't look anything like Jesus at all. And I think this is in reference to Jesus was olive-skinned. If you look at Roman shrines to Jesus, he had an olive skin. And then the Church of England makes Jesus white. So you can see this. This is, if you can see my mouse, this is an average English bloke. That's what I looked up, average English bloke. So it's just some white dude here. And then here you can see this is just white Jesus. So Catherine's talking about how Henry made Jesus white, which doesn't look anything like Jesus. It reminded me of the Killer song, When You Were Young. I think he doesn't look a thing like Jesus, but he talks like a gentleman. So that's those lyrics. And then the friend of Henry. So I think in the song, the lyrics say he's a he. So your friend, the one that you loved, did you keep him on your side? Did you ever get to ask what on earth he meant by, might take some time to learn how to use these bodies right, but it is for this that God has gave us both a night. I think his friend is Anne, his second wife, Anne Boleyn. Yeah, Boleyn. That seems right. That sounds British. This is just another reference that Kathy knows about Hen's infidelity. I think that's about it, right? So they were exploring each other's bodies at night. Not to get too crass. And Henry's power, right? So, and Henry hung to all of these. His Battleship of Memory. I apologize for the format switch here. I was in a hurry. His Battleship of Memory. Don't know. I assume he has battleships. King Henry definitely had battleships. No, I assume they definitely had a navy. They took over most of the world. No, small nation of souvenirs. I highlighted that. Make Henry whole, but porously. I assume conquering stuff, and taking more and more wives and annulling his previous marriages doesn't really make Henry whole. And conquering the world doesn't make Henry whole. I suppose some British person would know better about the history. Anyways, it reminded me of this Father John Misty lyric, "A small nation of meaningless objects that are meant to represent me too," from his song. Holy shit! Actually, it might be from Born in the USA. I'm not sure. Either way, just to say that stuff you take back with you doesn't really make you whole. And then the ending, I think, is Catherine pleading with God on Henry's behalf. So she's saying, even though Henry left the Catholic Church and made the Church of England and made Jesus white, she's saying to God, "Oh God of weather, Henry knows snow globes don't shake on their own," right? She's saying to God that even though Henry has left the church, he understands that you, God, still exist. And she's saying, don't throw Henry into hell. for the rest of his life, just as a consequence of this. And the reason it gets quieter and quieter is because she's dying of cancer at Kimbleton Castle. Yeah, she's dying at Kimbleton Castle. I think 3 years after the annulment, she died in 1536. Yeah, and so it gets quieter and quieter. And then at the end, there's a very clear one. I believe after some music and some pretty gnarly drums. And that clear one is she's at the right hand of Jesus, telling God not to send Henry to hell.